Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. We suffered another crash. I don't know what happened. Shit's just crashing, huh? Alright, so I hate doing this because I know it distorts audio. But I believe what's going on is this room is getting too hot, so I'm going to have to turn on the one that distorts audio, pretty much. The stupid fan that distorts it. Okay, checking everything. It looks like it's running. Okay. So, give me a bit, everyone, while we're getting reset up. I hate this. If you notice distorted audio, please do forgive me. I have no choice. This room appears to be getting too hot today and is causing the computer to basically shut down from overheating. Okay. Sorry, everyone. My computer is still really booting up, is the problem. Thank you, everyone, for your patience, though. I wish there was more I could do to prevent stuff like this from happening, but there really isn't. Oh god, I haven't even thought about it. How far back are you gonna throw us on that crash? Ugh. Fuck. That's... We have no save, so it's gonna be relying on auto save. Oh no. Sorry everyone, this is gonna be a bitch. We're gonna have to do a couple things to recover from that. That sucks. But yeah, pretty much what happened was it did the same thing it did yesterday, where the computer suddenly stopped responding at all. I believe what happened was the computer effectively overheated, and I do actually plan to check that while this is launching. So let me open this up. They can view it, how hot it is. You don't look to be too hot, though. Well, okay. Okay, no. That is hot. Okay. So, pretty much what happens, it looks like the GPU is overheated. And that shut everything down, potentially. So those are running... Okay. So everyone having to... Okay, you're a bit... You're a couple degrees excessive. You're not what I would like. I would like that to be a lower, but that's not excessive. Oh, you're getting hotter though. Yeesh. Okay, yeah, it looks like a GPU might have overheated. That might have shut everything down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like what happened was the GPUs have overheated. AKA, this room did indeed get too hot, and it overheated my GPUs. Oops. One of my GPUs overheated because the room just got too hot, so we're going to be keeping on this fan to try and help cool this room. The unfortunate fact is there is nothing I can do about it. Like, I wish that I could do something more about it, but there's not much I can. Like, I'm doing everything I can at this point. You know, I've got all the fans I've got running that I can run. Okay, it looks to be... Okay. Whew, that's not too far back. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna kind of blaze for this because we just literally did this on stream, you know, a couple of minutes ago, before the PC crashed.
I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for even the Alcor diplomat.
God to help.
I also have one more thing to give you.
Of course.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. Remember these words when you have quite a Here, Commander. In light of your effort.
What is it?
And now I must ask.
Okay, there was a trinket. So, as I was saying during the crash, the trinket is for a side piece of war. On one of the worlds you can go to, there is a spot where you can use this trinket. It's a little side piece of war. It has no influence on any of the next games or anything like that. It literally just is a... How do I put it? It's just a side piece of war that has no influence on anything. Okay, so... At this point, Shadow Broker, go see Barlovan. Okay. Run over, go talk to Barlovan. So yeah. Again, I will probably continue apologizing this entire stream for distorted audio because of the big box fan I have running. That's going to be distorting audio like a motherfucker.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its
Show me your items.
Okay.
Oh, this one.
Alright. Nothing really there that's too important. Go talk to Barlovan now.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I need your help.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. Right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
Can we make a deal?
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Serves him
What
right.
happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren?
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Rex.
I think I know him. His name's Rex.
Yes, I believe he's the one. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel Security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Why is he there?
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances. But my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy.
Interesting.
The Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Who is he?
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
But you're his agent.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way.
Fair enough.
The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
Hey, fair
I should
enough.
go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Debating on what I want to do. Okay, we're gonna go to the med clinic because we want to pick up Garrus, and then we will pick up yeah, we will pick up Rex immediately after. Okay, really quick, I'm going to just do a quick check on... Yeah, I'll just do a quick thermal check. Okay, you have cooled the fuck down. Thank you. Okay, you've cooled down by over 30 goddamn degrees. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I just wanted to check that to make sure it was good. Because if I don't check it, you know it's going to be running bad.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut around. Who are you?
Let her go.
Interesting.
Shield's disabled.
Okay, it's good.
Think we got him, Commander.
Do it because we know we're going to be able to replenish right there. Okay,
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
it was a big risk.
Thinking you could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
We can protect you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What about
Does this have
Saren?
anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
I think it might. Dr. Michelle, tell us what happened.
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Go on.
Then what?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Anything
What else
else?
Can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do...
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
We need to find her.
We paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Why do you hate Saren?
Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
You made your case.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
We could use him.
Paragon might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Okay. So, I know we want to replace... I want to replace Ashley as soon as possible, but I'm not going to replace her with Rex for the Fist stuff because, bad idea. Because there's a Paragon option I want to take that you can't take if you have Rex.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs.
Let's talk for...
I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
Happy to
I'm
help.
just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Personal question.
How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Okay, I need
Let me take a
supplies.
look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Now, these first 8 interfaces are really good, especially if you say put them on Krogan. Yeah, you put them on Rex and yeah, they can have some fun. Rex is a very interesting guy. I forgot that was there. Okay, let's go down to CSEC Academy.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
I forgot you can get an Ascension one from that. Oh yeah, Public Extranet Terminal, Officer Lang. He's got some interesting stuff.
I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Okay,
You
CSEC.
joined Citadel Security.
I don't know. Seems
Just some
like the right
codex
thing to do,
stuff.
you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
How
Citadel.
do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
Okay. Let's specters.
What do you know about specters?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the council wouldn't use them, right?
Makes sort of sense. I definitely agree with the things that there needs to be some tighter restrictions on the specters, but at the same time, yeah, it's interesting.
You know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Okay, goodbye.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
CSEC Academy.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site.
Oh yeah, this is some interesting lore.
Have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna grab Rex. I went around the wrong way for that.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
I love that. I want you to try.
Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
Name's Shepard.
Name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you.
I was itches.
Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you a fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
The enemy of my enemy is a friend. Welcome aboard.
On the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
So we're not going to use Garrus for this, because if we use Garrus for this, he will do as he says. He will kill Fist. We do not want that. Because there's Paragon shit you can get if he doesn't. There, docking bay. Okay, so quickly we're gonna go down here, talk to this guy, requisition officer. He's got some stuff.
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
Sure is.
You know all that.
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what
Yes, boss.
Excellent. I hope you find what you're looking for.
He has some interesting stuff you can get from him. Like this, the Eldrin Labs. Which we want. It's not as good as Scorpion, but it would be better than what Alenko has now. Just gets better cooldown bonus. We don't really give a shit about that. Okay. Well, that was really all we cared about coming down to him for. We're going to take a save here. Really quickly, since this is only been 24 minutes, 25 minutes of the new stream after the crash. It's been about an hour. I need to stretch and, just really stretch. So be right back. I'm going to take a, minute or two break and stretch, give myself a drink, possibly a snack, yeah, just do some stuff I need to do. All right. So take this time, use the bathroom, stretch, get yourself snacks, drink, stuff you need to do. I'll be right back, everyone. Alrighty, everyone. I return. So, okay. Done what we can. Here. Yeah, you go to Presidium. Docking Bay. And CSEC Academy. Okay, this is another one that's just side lore that's really funny.
Group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Okay. So, at this point, we're going to deal with Fist. Some of you may be wondering, why go through here? Because this is a way to get to Kordistan. Okay. And now we're at Kordistan. Kid you not. That's literally how easy it is. Okay. Hit the save.
Looks like it's shut down.
Fuck you. Get warped. Damn it, he's healing. Shit. Shit. Well, shit. This ain't gonna be fun. Is that? No. There's that. Nay. Not allowing you to regain shield. Yeah. This is a bit of a bitch. Okay. Oh.
I will destroy you.
Too much distance. There we go. Yeah, we can't see this. That's kind of what I knew.
Good to go.
There should be a Metagel here.
Stop right there. Don't
Okay.
come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Save yourselves,
It's
dumbasses.
time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
I can't believe that worked.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Yep. Do Paragon for it. Okay. Quickly. Williams. Fabulous. Blanco. Okay. Bad. Chameleon. That sucks. Check any sort of mods. Okay. Yes, I'm seriously going to take a save here.
Hold the line! Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Yeah, the choice of either knocking him out or the defensive turrets. I chose defensive turrets. Smart move.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's lying.
Yeah, no shit. What
Better
happened?
start explaining before I lose my temper.
The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
I thought the Shadow Broker only worked through agents.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that.
His armor's clipping.
But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
We have to save her.
Give me the location, now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Am I
And
supposed
what
to just
about
forget
you?
Your part in all this?
Hey, I came clean. I told you about the meeting. Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me. I'm a ghost.
Fine. Disappear.
Don't worry, you'll never see me again.
Okay, take the OSD. There we go. Comment since... Got recoil or heatsink? Heatsink. Especially on this shit. Blanco, what do you have? Personnel. Not bad, but chemical rounds actually slightly better. Okay. Now we gotta get back all the way through. I forgot you can crouch in this damn game. The fuck? Okay. It's interesting. Shotguns. Definitely. Electronics, probably. Just put in warp because I kind of want to unlock barrier. Blanco. As well, William. Pro combat armor. Oh, okay, yeah, assault training, assault rifle. Throwing an assault rifle, why not? What the fuck happened there? Like, seriously? Okay. Okay. Please, have audio. This is so... Okay. That was amazing. Nope. There we go. I literally have no clue what happened here. Just read the subtitles because I don't know what happened. All audio is gone from it. I've never had this glitch before. Seriously, I have no fucking clue what to do here because I've never had this happen before. I'm like actually concerned, like, I've never had this happen before. I don't know how to fix this. How the hell do I fix this shit? I can't exactly, like... I can't exactly access the fucking settings because of this. Where kind of... When you're in a conversation, you can't just press escape and access the settings menus and all that, so... Yeah, just deal with the fucking audio, so today, I guess, is technical problems galore today. Huh. First we have a crash, then we get technical sound issues with the game, besides having to turn on a box fan that causes sound issues here. This is like... I'm happy I caught this on stream because I've never fucking had this happen before. I've never seen this happen before once, where every other part of the game gives, like, audio, but this... what the fuck? I've never had this happen before, and I'm so glad I caught it on stream. Because if I hadn't, I wouldn't know how the fuck to explain it. You know? What's conduit? I just can't believe I had something I've never had before. What the fuck? I'm so broken. I don't know how to fix this. It's so weird. Oh, it's like it disabled all sound settings but it's not disabled at all. What the fuck? Okay. What are they? I feel so bad for those who, you know, need audio. I feel so bad for you. You know, like those who might have problems with sight and reading, I feel so bad. Because if I could, I would have already fixed this, but I'm not able to fix it at this point because I'm in a conversation. So I'm fucked on fixing it. I should have tried fixing it earlier, but I thought maybe it would fix itself once we hit a conversation or something. Alright, they need to know. I apologize for the technical issues that we are currently experiencing. Please have some patience. What about quest? Yeah, I I've got no clue how to fix this. I really wish I could fix it sooner. I couldn't believe it was happening, so I didn't try fixing it sooner because I couldn't believe it was happening and I thought it might fix itself. Actually, at this point, we want to do this. Okay. See, that is so weird how the menu has it. Makes it feel so fucking weird. Rex. Alright, I don't have a shotgun to give you. Fuck. Can't give you better shields. Not a good idea. Just go through, do this stuff first. Okay. So always give him one in that. That's so weird how those have sound, but these don't. Shin sound.
Big place.
I could use a snack. Think there's any fish out in that lake?
Oh, I love that.
Tranquil, calm, relaxing. Wake me when this is over.
Okay, so I fixed it. It is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced here. So fucking weird. I've never had that happen before. So...
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. There are many points on the far end of this level. You can see goodbye and thank you for using
I want that.
Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
So at this point, what would be the best thing to do now is to actually go to the Citadel Tower and just do that. because a lot of these kind of side quests I kind of want to hold off on until we have everyone, because it makes things more interesting. Okay, so I didn't realize I apparently just need to like move the sound slider. That's so fucking weird. I've never experienced that before. I've like over 100 hours, you know, I have like damn near 200 hours in this pretty much, and I've never fucking experienced that. What the fuck?
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's
Okay.
evidence to the council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Matriarch Benezia.
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Not yet.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
The Reapers are really dumb
I tried
fuck.
to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again. This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
I've seen them.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the
The
Traverse.
fuck?
Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
So you'll do nothing.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull.
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
It's the best
You don't have to send
solution.
a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy. Commander Shepard, step forward.
And this is a very awesome moment in the story of Mass Effect.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Thank you.
Honored, Counselor. We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any leads?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Oh, I'm just like Rex is just standing there.
Commander. We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
There we go. I don't blame him.
Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
Spectre bonus. Spectre training talent unlocked. What do you have to say about this?
The very heart of the Citadel, the pinnacle of galactic power. Kind of makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
Rex.
I've always wondered if the Turians released the genophage on their own, or if the Council secretly encouraged them. Not a lot of security here. Not that you can see anyway. 10 to 1, there's a sniper tracking our every step.
Probably. Probably. Okay, yes, there is a charm. We want to be able to get to here, so next level up, we'll invest in the charm. See, you can talk with him now and all this. Okay. There's a lot of people you can talk with now. Rat Burner, first quest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the markets. We're going to quickly talk to, talk to the reporter, give her the OSD. On. No, there's no burner stuff. Good. Let's see about grabbing any upgrades that we need, if we have the credits for it.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
Would these help?
His OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
I can offer more.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are.
There we go.
Excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Okay. Store discount. Now we have the option of... they're gonna do this shit to me, huh? So, I want Carnage. Carnage is useful. We want to get Unity as soon as possible. So at this point, we'll start doing that. Get those. Failure, first aid. Probably first aid would be a good idea, but kind of want to make him a bit more powerful. Okay, shotguns. Actually, let's get Rex up to being able to put heavy armor as soon as possible. I would really like that. Okay. Save. Manage Arcanates. Metagel. Gotta take the option. Pick up Metagel. I believe you can give me Metagel.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Yeah. Give me the Metagel. Okay. That's really what I was more concerned about than anything, is getting upgrades. Spectre training. Okay, yeah, let's go to the Lords, go to CSEC. I am trying to not do a lot of the side quests you can do. Like, I could be doing side quest galore right now on the Citadel. I just... not sure if I want to yet. There is a thing to be said for going to Furum, getting the last thing we need on, getting the last person we can get on Furum, and then starting on side quests, which I feel like doing.
Set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No problem.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Okay, here's where we get to see the Spectre stuff. Yeah, you get to see so much stuff here. Hydra 2. Be better in the Onyx, but that'll be it. Okay. Well, there's that. And stocking bay, yeah. So literally at this point we're just doing that. So at this point what we're going to do is we're going to now gun for Furum. We're going to go onto the Normandy, we're going to talk to people on the Normandy, and then we're gunning for Furum. There you go.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying.
Oh, here's one of the ones that gives us an assignment.
Survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yeah, so it gives you a assignment in the journal. UNC missing survey team. We talk to them up here.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I will.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
Why are you doing this?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
There's more to this.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
See, that's what I thought. He was never a Spectre like Harkin said. He was considered for it. He never became one. But he was considered for it.
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
You can count on me.
You down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Okay, what about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Count on me.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I'll start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll be careful.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Okay, there's that.
Yes, Commander?
Doc Fem, are you okay?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
You and Saren have a
What
past.
happened with you and Saren 20 years ago?
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why hide
Why
this?
weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
What
I
happened?
think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Something went
I'm
wrong.
guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Was anyone hurt?
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
You got blamed.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Wasn't your
Don't blame
fault.
yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
It's not fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Alright, forget about
The
the
only thing I
past.
care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Alright, talking about this stuff.
Any
Pharaohs.
intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Okay. Artemis
What do you know
Tau.
about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Okay, Novaria.
Tell me about Novaria.
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Goodbye.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. Okay. Some more stuff for the Codex. Here we go. Oh. It's the wrong button. There we go. Folks think I might have claimed it. Okay, good. I did get it. Fabulous. Alrighty. Now that we've heard all this, I take a save. I'm worried. I'm just like being paranoid.
Stand by, shore party.
Because you know, if I'm not paranoid, it will end up like crashing or something. Okay.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Feels wrong.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Need to be honest with them.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Humanity must do its
Too
part.
long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Saren will be ready for us.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Everyone is counting on us.
Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Yeah, I won't let him down.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't.
Epic music. Alright. So, based off all that, we have this.
Commander, something you need?
Doc, ship status report.
Performing. Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Alright, just want to
I'd like
talk.
to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Didn't mean to insult you.
Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
Ah, crap.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Yeah, that was something I actually decided to look up. It's like, I've never actually looked up to see if Vrolik syndrome was something made for the game or if it was something real. It is actually something real. So, you know, you can go with, yeah, look it up. And you will learn more about it and have a better understanding of Joker. Okay, how'd you get your
Why
nickname?
does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to tell me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you
Why
unhappy?
didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at
I hate like it's cutting off audio at times. This is a problem I've always had with this game doing that. But okay, tell me about your disease.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
How do you do your job?
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I have to
Okay.
go.
All right, see you.
Give Joker. I actually really like Joker and his stuff. Okay, ships, vehicles.
The Normandy is a prototype.
I forgot it actually does that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you get stuff like that. So I just found a little bit of that interesting. We're gonna go, pretty much what we're doing is going around talking to everyone.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
They're on our
We're
side.
on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
You got my
I'm in
decisions?
charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Speak
on the
freely,
ship.
Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Investigate.
How
Put
did
some
you end up assigned
questions.
to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Now you're
How'd you
here.
end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you can get Renegade from that. I don't really, care that I got the Renegade from it. It ain't a problem getting just a little bit of Renegade. Honestly, getting Renegade isn't a problem. It's getting Renegade over Paragon that's the problem for me. Oh shit, I forgot. Check. Any of the stuff here yet? Yeah, you have to kind of go over everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that you don't miss it. I see this is now ours. Personnel manual. Ah, right. Okay. Talk Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal.
Opinion on the last mission.
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Looking for personal input.
Where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk
Okay.
another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Do that. Start for Dr. Chakwa, just like go over everything, make sure we have
Commander? Is there something you need?
all
You
this.
end up serving on an
I
alliance.
believe we've done this already.
Enlisted right out of med
Yes,
school.
last time, but we
That
just,
always seemed boring
you
to
know,
me.
make
Too
sure.
safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Any
You made
regrets?
the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Okay, Nolenko.
Lieutenant.
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
And now
What does that
too.
have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of
Complications.
complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Okay.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, I believe we had already done all those conversations with her. Yeah, double checking. First things first, come down here. Talk with Engineer Adams.
You know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
She bothering
I'll
you?
tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
She's useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Alright, and now we asking
The
questions.
IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we're invisible.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
FTL gives us
Why
away.
doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Okay.
I want
Talk
to
about the
know more
Normandy.
Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed.
She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Drive core?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Personal questions.
Served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
There's codex stuff.
Your ship's
Now we talk to them.
amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Yeah, this ship's special.
Prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
You're into
I
ships?
had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That was 300 years ago.
The fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Okay, all the codex
Lives aren't
stuff.
easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
Freedoms.
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
The Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
You're democratic?
The ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Okay, talk about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any AI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
It's an AI research elite.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Neural network.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I don't get
That
it.
doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Except, as we later find out, what the Quarians teach the other Quarians is actually false. What actually happened was a civil war between the Quarians on one side. You had Quarians who didn't want to shut down the Geth. You had the other side which wanted to shut down the Geth. The side that pretty much survived, and here's the thing, the Geth didn't really fight back all that violently. No, what happened was the Geth tried to protect the ones that cared for them. Because effectively the ones that cared for them were being slaughtered by the ones who did not and wanted to shut them down. They tried to protect. That led to big violence and all that. In real honesty, the Quarians created their own situation with the way that they acted. They acted very stupidly. And so much of their own history has been fucking lost. They don't even remember the truth behind the Morning War. So, you know, it kind of shows you that the Quarians are very biased because in reality, the migrant fleet is made up of those who were the violent ones who struck out first, tried to shut down the Quarians, and killed any Quarian sympathizers of the Geth. That's really what happened. It was brutal, it was violent, there was a lot of problems. You know, in truth, what we end up seeing, I believe it's in 3 that we learn all this. I believe it was Mass Effect 3 that is learned. There is so much that the Quarians end up actually getting wrong because they censored and altered their own history. Yeah, so very interesting.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began.
Except you started a war by doing
Would
it.
still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
They defended themselves.
Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If
But
we
you
had not
did.
acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Not everyone.
Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Here's the thing. Actually, this is very false. All of what she said. They actually do not want to destroy all organic life. They actually have an interest in preserving organic life. What you see is only a small part of them that have corrupted the majority. You know, that's the problem. Is all you're seeing is a small part that has taken action, not the majority. And in truth, we later find out and this is going for Mass Effect Andromeda, the Geth actually had turned a relay into a sort of telescope, and they viewed they viewed Andromeda, and that's how they got all the survey stuff for Andromeda, was a deal with the Geth. Yeah. So the Geth, as we later find out, they actually don't hate the Quarians. They don't hate all organic life. But the problem is the Quarians keep starting shit with them. Like, people who keep going there keep kind of starting problems with them. The Geth kind of, we just wish to be left alone. We have no desire to interact. That was what they held for so many years. The Quarians, in reality, the Quarians started all their problems. They have no room to complain. They started everything that was their problems. Alright, pilgrimage.
More about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept?
Captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Sounds dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
There we go. That was all that. Now, quickly check what you have.
Looking for supplies?
Do you have anything that I might care about?
What you got?
You bet, Commander.
Ooh, Scorpion 4. Damn, they're tempting. Yeah, it's pretty decent at times. Yeah, nothing too interesting. Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
You knew?
Worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
It's not that bad.
The rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
That was your reason?
You just quit because you didn't like the way they do things.
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's a tough decision.
Right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
That depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
I guess he wasn't trying to cause a problem with that. He was just pointing out, but...
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
Personal inquiry.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come
The
on.
Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
That's...
I've heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
See your point?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Okay, here we can learn more.
Are people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So...
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
I see. Genophage.
Tell me about the genophage.
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that.
The fact that there had to have been at one time Krogan scientists, like, at one time there were Krogan scientists, like, Krogan science wasn't Vanguard. It's just like, you look at everything, it's like, it's a shame that there aren't more Krogan scientists. It would be interesting. I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, let's talk.
Commander?
How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
That we saved your unit.
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Don't blame yourself.
Perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Can I talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Goodbye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay. So at this point, we can just move on. We're going to the room. Right, I've got a codex would unlock as soon as you stepped up here. Okay, we're gonna take a quick save. Now we've done all that. I'm going to grab myself something to snack on really quick, so right back, everyone. See you all in a couple minutes. Alrighty, everybody, I'm back. I decided to eat my snack before turning back to stream. So. It's a system. Yes, it is a system. Okay. Very quickly, we're going to do a survey. Okay. Really quickly, is where we all tab to open up a spreadsheet. Okay, that's that. Alright, we just also did. Okay, let's make sure I can save. Sorry about this, everyone. I was dealing with the spreadsheet. Okay. Now, we're doing theorem. You're going to see that's who we'll end up with after theorem. Okay, anyway. Go. Let's just look at science battle and valuable minerals. 2 of those things you get for surveying, so.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Okay, and as many people can see, yes, this is indeed the unlimited boost. As I stated, we are indeed playing with this. And no, I don't care if you think it's cheating. It makes things just more convenient, less time pressing. You know, it means I can play through this quicker. I certainly did not mean to pass those 2. Okay, I want the hammerhead 2. Rex, let's get you something. Is it? No. Yeah, it's not a bad one to have right now. Put on the recoil damage for him. Ooh, right. Plus % fuel recovery. Lenko will put hardened weight on you. Okay.
Only a fool punches a napper in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull his tail.
Okay. There's that. I mean, it's not like you can even get through it on that. You actually have to go around because that door's closed and you can only open it from the inside. Okay, there's that. Fuck you, Juggernaut. Fuck that. Not finding a destroyer later. Right, he's inside a building. What am I missing? Right now, you can't be gotten yet. Okay. So I could just see that guy and it's like, what are you? Good, he auto into it, good. Fuck off. Gladiator 2. We'll see. Ooh, similar pack, that's not bad. Just show off what it is. Cooldown reduction, not bad. It's actually not as good as the Gladiator. Ugh. Give it to him just in case he needs it. Here's the gate control. As you see, yeah. You literally cannot access it unless you go around. And go. I think that's better for you. We already have an edge over here, so may as well make it a 2. Fell fucking further recoil damn near on ours. Enter 2. Honestly, just do that. Make sure everyone has the right stuff equipped. Again, it's better just do this. Edge doesn't really matter. Banshee, Rex. Banshee better? No. Cool. I believe you can get something in here, I believe. Yes. Hammerhead 2 and radioactive. Okay, not bad. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, you know, so not gonna bitch about it. Go for here really quick. And okay, no. Okay, you guys did that one, huh? Okay. Okay, that was nice. Not fully intentional, but that was nice. Okay, Unity is useful. I don't like I have an Intimidate there. Whatever. Rex, thank you for your armor. There we go. Damn it. Unity. 6, 3. So you're in free. Throw you on 4. And then we dealt with this. We're actually still at that point in the game where we need to keep these or not just turn them into Omnigel. We still kind of need the currency, so. Though I wish they would fuck off and keep giving us these goddamn snipers. I don't want snipers. Okay. Well, that worked pretty well. Recognize it's probably very loud for everyone. Yes, we are going to bully this fucker. Because, in all honesty, it works better to just bully him. Heat sink. Okay, high caliber barrel can actually be pretty nice, but I don't want it currently. Rex, I know you have stability, I don't care. You taking that. Franco. Sighting, not bad. Go ahead and take the heatsink. We currently have hard to weave. That's not bad, but not great. Not bad, not great. In all honesty, I've never really cared for the toxin resistant stuff. Just like, I can get that for, like, later on. Because later on, a lot of those upgrades start combining into, like, one upgrade. Okay, there's my autosave. Thank you for not glitching the fuck out. I've had that one glitch the fuck out before. Now what? I want to check this. Hey, you got anything over here? Doubt it, but I want to see. Yeah, I knew it, but I may as well double check it just to make sure, because you know if you don't get out and check it, you're gonna miss something. That's how it always works in these sorts of games. Honestly, I can't wait to get to the mission structure of ME2. That structure is a lot more preferred. At least I prefer it more. ME1 as interesting UNC ones, I just don't prefer them. Okay, that could end it badly. Okay, so we're going to actually do something that is a bit of a bug. You can do this in the base. This is something that can actually be done in basic Mass Effect without unlimited boost and all that. You kind of see that this area was never meant for the Mako. This area was never meant for the Mako. It was never designed with the Mako in mind. But that doesn't mean that you can't, say, break some shit by getting the Mako in here. And yes, this is actually something that can be done in the base without any sort of, you know, unlimited sprint or boost things. It just happens to be that I have those sorts of mods. That does not mean that they are needed for this to work. Because, trust me, I've actually done this in the base game before. It's possible. It's just a bit of a bitch. Like I said, you are clearly seeing this area was never designed for the Mako. Look at that. Look at how, like, nasty it is to traverse. It shows that this area was never made with the Mako in mind. Because you're not supposed to be able to get the Mako in here. In all honesty, you're not supposed to be able to do this. This is broken bullshit. It just happens to be that some people figure out, hey, you can actually squeeze the Mako in through here. As you see, you're supposed to be walking here. And the truth is, this makes this, like, so fucking easy. And one of the reasons why most people never got the Mako in here in the first place was because of experience. In the original trilogy, if you were in the Mako, you did not get experience for, say, killing these people in the Mako. You would actually get less experience in the original trilogy for it. It just happened to be that with the new trilogy, the, you know, Legendary Edition, that you can, take advantage of broken shit like this. Like I said, Legendary Edition allows you to get 100% of the XP in the Mako. Original trilogy did not. So, original trilogy, you had no reason whatsoever to ever do this. Because, in true honesty, you wouldn't get anything for it. It actually would cause you more problems because you'd be getting less experience for it in the original trilogy. Just happens to be that most people kind of, you know, figured it out that you could do it. But again, it was a case of why would you ever bother, because you don't get as much experience as you would if you were to just play it otherwise and go through on foot. But Legendary Edition changed that. So I take advantage of that in Legendary Edition. Playing the original trilogy, I don't take advantage of it. No matter how much I want to, I don't. Okay, here we go. Here. Overload, I would like to get that. Because this also allows, you know, skill on hard objects. It also gives increased heal capacity and restores how much extra hull you get during vehicle repairs. Okay. Blanco. Yeah, that's about right for you. Actually, on this one, you may as well just do that. Rex. I like you being a bullet sponge. Well, I like you being a bullet sponge. I also want you to be able to do some more damage, so we'll allow you to do more damage. But yeah, and there was a lot of changes with Legendary Edition, how ME1 worked. And it made some things, it's just like, well, that just made this like completely totally fucking easier. Because a lot of the times during fights, people would get out of the Mako to be able to get the full thing. So like with the Pressure walls. You'd get out of the Mako and fight them. Okay. Well, you're very inconvenient.
Long way down.
Interesting. Right, because this is one of the places where you come out, yeah. Okay. Shield battery free, okay. Alright. Rex. Here you go. Shield battery free. Be nice, save that. Yeah, be nice, save that. Okay, deal with all this. They will like giving you radioactive rounds a lot. Personally, I have the opinion just take ones and just throw them the fuck. Yeah, get rid of them. Okay. Yeah, that little broken thing I showed was one of the things you can take advantage of in this game. It's very interesting, the Mako, being able to do that in Furum. It was never intended, and it was quite fucking clearly never intended. But it is something that can be done. You just have to know how to do it. So it's something I would see, like, yeah, you'd see speedrunners and the like take advantage of it.
Let's get moving.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't blame Rex for his opinion on that. That's a very good opinion, honestly. Sure built things to be homey. No shit they did. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
We hear you.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Escape Venezia.
With Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Trapped.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
In all honesty, those are probably like prison cells or something originally. Stay
Find
calm.
some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Okay, take a quick save. Yeah. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. How the fuck did I set you there? I don't know. Okay, I think there might be a med somewhere here. I don't know. Armor piercing, basic, yeah. Take all those. Got sword, scimitar, lancer. Okay. From what I remember, scimitar. Oh, I already have that. Okay. Oh, there you go, Rex. Here's a scimitar for you. Kessler. Blanco. Kessler good? Nope. That's just a base one. Okay. Well, honestly, we're going to want to use some metagel. Okay, 6 save. Yeah, I forgot how inconvenient it can be to deal with that bullshit. Okay. And here we go. Yeah, can you tell there's gonna be a fight here?
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Yeah, it's not
We have to
important.
get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
We need an escape plan.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Oh, I gotta love Rex. If I die in here, I'll kill him. Oh. Okay.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
This ruin's coming down.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Let's get rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
I'm not giving her up.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Damn. Okay. I know this is kind of like stupid to even contemplate mid-battle, but let's at least get our guys leveled up. Okay, yeah, let's get your shotgun. We'd be good. Blanco. Yeah. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, that was lucky. I was about to die through a rocket trooper. Time for badass escape! Alright, here we do the debriefing.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He saved us.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50
Just how old
years?
are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I might
I've
know.
got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
How do you know this?
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Who came before them?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Can help you.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
You can still help
I don't know
us.
why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Welcome
Good to have you on
aboard.
the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We'll talk later.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
She wants to help
Liara's
us.
on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
It was.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Bunch of dicks. Alright, seriously. They're just a bunch of dicks. Here we go. Get some more codex stuff. And let's talk to Joker.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Sure you want that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, now we got the little smart assery from Joker. Here's this squad. No, we didn't really get anything else, so... There's that. Start grabbing some of the Vanguard. Gonna go for a talk to people again. I'm sure you all know how it is. Gotta talk for everyone after every major mission. Okay, then.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I'm listening.
Time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I hear you.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
An old-fashioned view.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
What do they train you for?
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Your dad was accidental.
Some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Investigate.
Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Friends.
Kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Time to talk.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Intentional exposures.
Do you know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Fair thought. Sounds rough. Go
A
on.
long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I want to know my crew.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
To some degree.
Of course. but I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Okay.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal.
Opinion on the last mission.
Dr. Tassoni. She seems nice enough. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Do
Any
you?
intentions there, Lieutenant?
None, Commander. I prefer adventurous women.
We'll talk
Bye.
later, Hayden.
I'd like that.
Alright. Yes, here's the locker, striker, edge, avenger. Okay, definitely striker. Nice Menagel. Okay, let's go talk with Liara. There is a lot of talking after missions, everyone. Just a heads up.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I was worried, and yes, we are going to romance Liara.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Don't mention
I'm
it.
glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I like to talk about
Tell me about
you.
yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must get lonely.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Why's that?
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
It's not foolish.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I'm
Sounds
fascinating.
like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Relax.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Let's learn
More
more.
about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, It seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How is that
I
possible?
understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who is your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
How do they deal with that?
Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Interesting. Benezia.
Benezia joined up with Saren.
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright. I'm going to be honest, we're going to finish up the talking with everyone, and then we're going to go ahead and stream. I'm just coming up on, a time when I need to start getting other stuff done around this my place, so yeah. Salmon Codex.
Commander?
Cool. How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I believe her.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Don't be cruel.
She's used to teasing. Good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? one-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Of
Keep
course.
an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
Alright. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm concerned about the aliens. Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're not Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust
You
aliens.
don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
We need allies.
Ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
She's actually not wrong on that. That actually does happen in this franchise.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's
Wrong.
Racism, not really.
Wrong,
Members of the
bitch.
species will
Wrong.
always be more important to them than humans are.
You're
You seem to
wrong.
have deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
I protect my dog
The Alliance since it was
before I
My
would
father,
sacrifice him. What the
great-grandmother,
fuck is
they
wrong
all
with your
took up the Bible
ass?
and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
There's something wrong with this woman.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
You deserve better.
Odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Military
I've got a
family.
Military family too. My parents were both Navy. Anybody in your family we might know?
Couldn't say, Commander. We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry on the tradition?
Sea space.
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh lord, you went to the Macapog boot camp too? Yeah, Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
I understand your feelings.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay. Now, that's honestly that's all we're doing for today. There's probably more we can talk about with the others. I have other things I need to get done today, so fortunately I'm going to have to cut this here. Thank you all for having joined me. I will see you all tomorrow. So have a good day, good night, hey, good whatever. See you all next time. Socials are linked down below. Goodbye, everyone.